Guys, welcome back. So we're going to look at functional budgets. We have already had an example. We're going to look at this one. This one has three products. It even has 2 raw materials. Yeah. So without a waste of time, we're going to start with our sales budget. Like I said, these questions, these budgets follow each other. The first budget feeds into another. Okay, one budget feeds into another. Once you make one, that information is going to be used to make the other budget. So without a waste of time, the sales budget, trying to get your question here from someone else, but thank God to have one from our friends here. So sales budget is what starts here. Okay, sales budget, like I said, the sales budget, what shows is the products. In this case, you have okay, shall see. Then you have the number of units that you're selling. Okay, then you have the selling price. These are things that you have to know. Okay, and then it gives us the sales, all the revenues that you're getting from one set total. Okay, so products were given 3 products. If I may just take you to the information. Okay, here you're given cooking oil, tea leaves, and soap. These are the 3 products. You're given the sales budget and you're given the selling price. Okay, so very simple. Like I said, the sales budget is the easiest. Once you get stuck on the sales budget, then it'll be a big challenge. So you have cooking oil. I forgot it on. This is soap. Tea leaves. Okay, the number of units are also given clearly. Okay, 15,000, 3,000, and then 6,000. Then given the selling prices, 195. Then you have 300. Then you have 150. Okay, this information is given in the equation. It's always here. It is. Okay. So I use it to get the budget. So I hope we're clear. These are the products. You're given the sales units. You're given the selling prices. So they help us to get the sales budget complete. Okay, in terms of sales and revenues. So revenues are given by the number of units times the selling price. Okay, then you have your value. Then you have total revenues. And you also have total units. Okay. And that's your information. Okay, if this information was regarding to a single period, say January, then you have Feb later and March, then you do the needful like we already saw. Okay, like you would have this will be January, the entire thing, then you have Feb this side. Okay, then sales budget feeds you into what we call the production budget. Okay. It is so consistent that even if they don't ask you to determine the production budget, and they instead ask for raw material usage and the skill production budget, it is consistent to the extent that you have to do the production budget first. After getting the sales budget, then you do the material usage budget. Okay, so like I emphasize, these are units. Okay, production units produced. So this one is still as clear as saying, you remember the formula that we used to say that for production, we're saying that cost of sales, which is the same as sales as far as the units are concerned, be equal to our opening stock, opening inventory, plus Purchases, in this case, I'll say production because we are a manufacturing company, then minus closing stock. Okay. Some of them may add that we buy finished goods. So be keen with the information. So if you're given this, then we're saying for production, therefore, production. If I make it a subject, we're saying it is equal to our sales. Then I add opening stock or closing stock, or inventory. Then I deduct opening inventory. Okay. It's coming from this formula, just making the production the subject. So I apply this in my budget. I'm saying sales come first, then no need to add closing inventory. No need. We're going to deduct opening inventory. And I must specify or be specific. These are finished goods. These are finished goods, what you produced. Okay, so we have several products. We have cooking oil, tea leaves, and soap. So I'll bring those here. So I'll say cooking oil. Okay, then I'll say my soap. Sorry. Then soap. Someone mute, please. Okay, kindly mute. So we're talking about units here. Okay, it is units. So we're looking at sales units. Okay, what are we selling in terms of units? For cooking oil, there are 15,000. For tea leaves, there are 3,000. For soap, there are 6,000. These are units. I'm emphasizing. Then you come and look for closing stock or closing inventory. If it is there, if it's not there, you put 0. But with this question, it was given. You can check through and see. So if I may share the question again. Okay. Yeah, saying the following data as provided, you have opening stock. So you can use the opening stock first. Cooking oil have 300, tea leaves have 150, soap we have 200. Okay, so if I may take the information to my worksheet, you're saying opening stock. Remember, opening stock is minus. So I have 300 for A. Then I have 150 for B. Not for B, but it leaves. Then 200. Okay. This is closing stock. And we're saying it's negative. If you don't say less there, you put negatives. And I prefer negatives because you don't forget. So when you're rushing an exam, if you don't put brackets, it's easy for you to say, for you to just add. You know. Then we go and look at the closing stock. Closing stock still, it was given here. So the question for tea leaves, sorry, for cooking oil, you have 300. Tea leaves, you have 150, then 760 for soap. So take the information where it belongs. It is closing stock. So cooking oil, 300. Tea leaves, 150. Now soap, 760. Okay. And you're done. Then you add these. So when I add, this one officially gives me what you call, either you can say units produced, number of units produced, or you can say production budget, still it's cover. Okay, so, and you're done here. Once you determine the number of units produced, that's your production budget. We go to the next thing. Like I said, these budgets follow each other, even if you don't check the question. Okay, but you can check the question just for purposes of yeah. You check the question, it says that after sales budget, you make the production budget. After production, you make the raw materials budget. Okay, and I'm telling you, this is raw materials usage budget, what you call utilization, units used. So we can go to that and see how we can come about it. Okay. Raw materials usage budget. Okay. How many units did you use to produce this? Produce this. Yeah. So with these, like I said, you look at the products. Look at the products. You have cooking oil. Yes, cooking oil, tea leaves, and stuff like that. Then you're interested in the materials. Okay. And these products were using several materials. They weren't using one. So if you check here, they're saying that the materials required to produce the above products are as follows. You have direct materials. Yeah. When they say direct materials, of course, that makes it variable materials, that they increase with the number of units produced. So material A, they're saying for closing stock, we had some closing stock and opening stock. Yeah, closing and opening stock. But our interest is on usage. How many units do you use to produce a single product, and therefore how many are those in total, depending on the products that you're producing. So material A is used such that for cooking oil, they use 36 units. Okay, can go and deal with that one first. Okay, you have material A and then B. So say for cooking oil, the summary is that for a single unit of cooking oil, let me use CO, that we use or we need 36 kgs of material A. Yeah. So ask yourself, how many units of cooking oil do I need? When you come up here, what you produce as far as cooking oil is concerned are 18,000. So you're going to need, for 18,000 units of cooking oil, we shall need 18,000 times 36 kgs of A. Okay. So this will give us therefore the 18,000 times 36 kgs. That is for A. You can deal with A only and C. Then for A again, as far as now tea leaves are concerned, it says that for material A, if you want to produce tea leaves, you need 36 kgs for a single unit. Okay, for a single unit per unit of a product. So you still need 36 as far as cooking, as far as tea leaves are concerned. Then for soap, you need 24. So therefore, for tea leaves, we're saying you will get the number of tea leaves, which are 3,000 times 36,000. Yeah, 36,000. Whereas for soap, you want to get the number of units that you need times 24. Since a single unit of soap, you need 24 units of material A. Yeah, yes, let me summarize just this one. I want to do the whole thing, but let me show you that for 1 unit of, in this case, tea leaves. Tea leaves, you need 36. Then for 1 unit of soap, yes, we needed 24. It's just a summary. So I hope we are fine as far as A is concerned. Can now go to material B and also do something small. Right? So for material B, how do they consume it? Okay, material B says that here that you need 18 kgs per unit under cooking oil, 18. Okay. So for a single unit of cooking oil, you need 18 kgs of material B. If we go and do the needful, okay, we're saying for material B, 1 unit cooking oil need 18 kgs of what? B. So meaning that since cooking oil will need to produce 18,000 units, cooking oil need 18,000 times the 18 kgs of what? Which will give us this times 18. Okay, that is for B. Then we look at tea leaves as far as B is concerned. What happens? Okay, for tea leaves, we're saying that as far as material B is concerned, we're saying you need 12 units or 12 kgs to produce a single unit of tea leaves. Hence, we shall need 3,000 times 12 kgs of material B to produce the demand of tea leaves. Then soap. Soap, they said that for a single unit, as far as B is concerned, you need 30 units for a single unit of soap. Hence, shall have our demand, which is 6,560 times 30, and you're good to go. So this will give you, if I may add, okay, in terms of usage, these are the materials, okay, kgs needed for usage. Okay. Then you ask yourself, if this is what we need or to use, then you ask yourself, how many kgs do we need to produce? Okay, do we need to purchase? I beg your pardon. So this is usage. So ask yourself, purchase budget. How many units are we going to produce therefore? So for purchase, it takes us back to production, where we say that if you have anything in stock, okay, material used is equal to what you began with, opening stock of raw materials, plus what you bought, in this case what you purchased, then minus closing stock that is remaining in terms of raw materials. Meaning that our purchase therefore, please mute, our purchase therefore will be equal to material used, okay, plus what you closed with, what was left in stock, okay, then minus opening stock. This is regarding materials, remember, raw materials. So I'll come here and say, if I need raw material purchase budget, and these are in kgs, mind you, kgs, saying that I'm going to get the material that I need to use, or the material that we're going to use, material used. Then on it, I'm going to add closing stock of raw materials. Then I deduct opening stock raw materials. So what is needed, like I said, one budget feeds into another. What you computed under usage is being used here. Okay. So still is a materials. Here you have material A. You have material right? So ask ourselves, did you have anything like opening, raw materials, or closing? The answer is yes. If I check. Okay, you will find it here. Materials required to produce here, material A. You're given closing and opening. So for material A, you're given 18,000 closing and 3,000 for B. Just go in for closing and put the figures there. 18,000 and 3,000. Then opening. For opening, they were given as 15,15 for both. Okay. So come and put the information. You're saying it is a minus 15. It's 15. Okay, so when I add these, when you add, you're saying this is our kgs. Just what you need to buy is this, right? So if they ask for the purchase cost budget, okay, because this is purchase, it's a purchase budget, yes, but it's in kgs, in units. If they ask for cost, what you do is this will be, in this case we're saying cost, not kgs but cost. Okay, so you want to find a way of presenting your information in terms of cost. So here you have your materials A and B. Then you have your units, how many units you bought or you want to buy. Okay, they are clear, they are here. For A, like I said, one budget fits into another. So this one gives information here. Then you ask yourself, how much is the cost of each unit? The same cost per unit. How much am I going to spend on a single unit of material A? So you look for the information and see if it is given. So when you come to your information, they said here, standard prices and rates. Material A, each is at 2.16 for a single kg. Then for material B, it is 4.86 shillings per kg. So that's what you do. You multiply, you put the figures there and determine the total cost. So here it is 2.16 shillings. This one is 4.86. Okay. Yeah. So then you get the total cost, or you say cost. It's given by, since a single unit is like that, and yet I have very many units, the product can only be that. And then you have the total cost. Okay, total cost. Right, as I think it's not very hard, is it? Right. So when you add these units, and you're good to go. Okay, that's what you call material. So once you're done with the material, then you can do the others. Labor, like we saw, you can try out one. Because this question I think wanted also. Any questions so far? Please ask your questions. Don't shy away. In the name of referring to the video later. Then labor cost budget. Okay, like we said, just depends on the production that you're making. Then you ask yourself, how many units of labor do you need? And then like that. So we can do this time labor. I already did it together question. Let me do instead overhead budget. Okay, production overhead budget. Production overhead budget. Still this one, you're interested in the products or what you want to produce, products. So we had the cooking oil, blah blah. Then you want to know in terms of overheads, how much are you spending? You can go there and confirm. I didn't understand the budget. Okay, so you're saying do the labor budget in short. Okay, it's fine since you're here. So let me start with the labor budget. Therefore, the labor budget, like I already said, that still you look at the hours that you need. Okay, labor. Before you get the labor cost, you must know how much labor hours you're using. You call the labor usage budget. So you know how much you're going to pay. You want to know how many hours you're going to spend, and then accordingly, you get what you need. Yeah. So we're saying for products, now you ask yourself, how many hours do you need? In terms of units, you're saying, how many hours do you need for cooking oil, for example? So when I come to the question, here they said that, okay, yeah, I said kgs, but I think we know that labor hours, all labor is usually hours. I think they forgot to just say stroke hours. So we're saying hours per unit. Okay. For direct labor, you need 24 hours under cooking oil. 24 hours. So how many hours do you need therefore under cooking oil to produce the units that you need for cooking oil? Okay, so we're saying summary here that for 1 unit of cooking oil, you need 24 hours, 24 labor hours. Okay, so how many units do you produce for cooking oil? You come to your production budget. Yeah, production budget. As far as cooking oil produced 18,000. So you come and say 18,000 times the number of hours for a single unit, which is 24. Okay. And you do the same for the others. That for tea leaves, you need 36 hours for just a single unit. So if I need 36 and I'm producing how many units of tea leaves? Come to your production budget. You're producing 3,000. 3,000 times 36. Okay. Then you do the soaps thing still. Soap, you need also still 36. Okay, 36 hours for a single unit. So how many do you produce for soap? Still ask yourself that. I think it was 5, something like that. You can go there and see what we produced. Okay, it's 6,560. 6,560. But a single unit needs 36 hours. So these are your total labor hours that you need. Total labor hours. So the question is, how much is a single labor hour? And you get your production cost or labor cost. Okay, labor cost budget. It looks at the number of hours used, the hours used, then it looks at the costs per hour, what you call the rate. How much are you paying for a single hour? You may choose to show how much you're paying for each product, which is also okay. Where you bring the products. And then you show that clearly every hour, every product has its own hours. but the rates remain the same. For a single hour, each rate, I think it's constant. You can see and see. Here, I said that direct labor, it is 6.6 per kg. I don't know what they're saying per kg, but it's per labor, yeah? Per hour, sorry. It's per labor hour, because it's labor. It's not per kg. So I think they made an error there. So it is 6.6, the rate. So you come and say the rate is 6.6. It is the same for all. So the total cost, therefore, labor should be this. Okay, this is when they need to know how much you're spending on each product. But other than that, you can just get as simple as having this 7.776. I am applied by the 66, the 6.6. Have the final answer straight. Want to know the cost, total cost. Give 5.5, which is this. Okay, so production overhead budget. Okay, sorry, I hope we're okay with the labor cost. Can talk about production. Production overheads. Here, the information was given here. They say that production overheads for variable costs, you need 4.62 per labor hour. Okay, keyword is per labor hour. Then fixed costs, 4.6 per labor hour. So this one should be straight. Yeah, just know the number of hours that you need. So the labor budget was very important in that case. All right. So if we just do the production budget and close functional budgets, so saying we have variable. Variable. Then you have the fixed. Okay, given the rates or what you call the OAR. Say that here you're using 4.6. Then you're using 1.62. Okay, and it's important that this rate, let me put you in the way it is. It is UGX per labor hour. Okay. So ask yourself, how many labor hours did you use? Labor hours. So these ones come from the labor usage bit. Eh? So you can just bring the total. And the total, I forgot to get the column for total here. It is per hour, so don't bring shillings there. So the hours were these that we spent. So meaning that our cost, therefore, our cost as far as the overhead budget is concerned, is the rate times the hours that we spent. So this gives you our total, our production budget. And we're good to go. Any questions so far? So this is how we deal with. If you're given several products and they need the functional budgets, the sales budget, production budget, and things like that. Okay. So I don't know whether you guys are still straight. You're still energetic. You can do flexible budget. Then officially we say we discuss the budgets. Okay. You can just confirm with me that you're interested, that you want to do the. Okay, confirm with me that you want to do the flexible budget so that I do it.
We're interested.
Okay, Karim, we are talking about the flexible budget first. Um, now with cash budget, I okay. I think we'll get some other time to discuss the cash budget. Otherwise, the one that you know, the one from FM, financial management. I think it was also under public sector. Okay, so guys, please confirm if you want to do the flexible budget or not. Do you need it? Of course, you need it, but when do you want us to discuss it now, or you prefer some other time? Shakira, kindly confirm whether we should do it now or
Yes, Andrew. Next time.
hmm?
We do it next time.
Next time. Man, there's no next time, you guys. You think my time is there for just? Hmm? No, 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 no. If I offer now and you reject, don't expect it soon. Eh? Yeah, tomorrow is 80, so I can't even do anything. Shakira, please, we still have some time to 11. So
We
30
do
minutes
it
can be
on
enough to
Andrew.
discuss flexible budgets.
We do it. We discuss it.
Okay. So is this question clear? Is that question clear? Kindly confirm if you can see it clearly, because I feel like the image is not clear. It's how they call it pink. Can you confirm if the image is clear so that I change it? The link is going to close shortly. Is the image clear?
No, we are not seeing the image.
I think only amounts are clear, but the words are not clear. Let me get another question. The link is closing shortly. So join in the same link like I've been doing. Let's start with the flexible budget and call it a night. So in a few, let's do flexible budgets.